TV personality and candidate Dr. Oz, his campaign is in a little bit of trouble. According to the Daily Beast's Roger Sollenberger, who looked at some of the emails and text messages from the Oz Senate campaign, the ones that they're, of course, sending to supporters, well, they have concluded that the campaign is in a little bit of a panic. Interesting. So now, Sollenberger noted that Oz has spammed out at least 23 different fundraising emails since Monday, and nearly all of them are painting a dire portrait of Oz being outraised, outspent, and outpolled by his opponent, John Fetterman. An email sent on Monday titled, "It would be humiliating." Would it, though? I don't know, it looks like you're being humiliated right now. Says that with just hours until my daily deadline, Democrats are still massively outraising Republicans. And right now, Democrats are flattening Republicans in Senate races across the country. And maybe it's because, I don't know, Republicans are running shitty campaigns. Or just terrible candidates. I mean, you have Herschel Walker. He can't say a sentence. Not a complete sentence, at least. I mean, every time the guy opens his mouth, it's worse than person, woman, man, camera, TV. You know? No, that would actually make more sense. Dr. Oz, though, it's just incredibly cringeworthy. Now, that email concluded, "I'm running out of time." In fact, multiple emails also contain the message, "Dr. Oz is behind," and then showing supporters polls showing Oz trailing Fetterman. The day before, Oz gave supporters what he framed as insider information from a quote-unquote emergency finance meeting. "They told me more bad news," adding that without a major fundraising push today, we have to make some serious changes to the campaign, including cutting ads. Which, by the way, another report noted that Fetterman is absolutely crushing Dr. Oz on the number of campaign ads on Facebook. So their social media spending is just, I mean, excellent compared to Oz, who continues to be out of money. In fact, the email said, "Yeah, this is bad. This could literally cost us the win so close to the election." So why don't we just stop here and kind of soak that in a bit for a minute here. Smell that? It's in the air. It's desperation. Not a good smell. Other emails are depicting the Oz campaign as being massively cash-strapped at every month. Fundraising texts from the primary have said that Dr. Oz missed fundraising goals from February, March, and April. After the primary, texts have claimed that the Oz campaign has come up short for deadlines in May, mid-July, July. Somehow, with only 4,328 to go on July 26th and August, in a message last Tuesday, Oz complained that he's been missing his goals over and over again. Now, obviously, look, I think there's a reason here. Fetterman's a good candidate. I mean, his social media game is top-notch. And actually seems, to be a pretty relatable person. Whereas Oz, he looks like a stuffed shirt, basically. Sort of the whole elitist, kind of person. Again, super, super wealthy TV doctor. And by the way, I'm not saying that he's a terrible candidate just because I disagree with him politically. I do. No, when it comes to campaigns, he's terrible at it. Remember, I want to show you one of my favorite Dr. Oz ads that his team actually put out that they thought was a good idea.
Let's pull back his hoodie and examine what's in his head. Looks like he has some screws loose. What's this? Fetterman wants to release 1/3 of all prisoners. That's crazy! Spend more tax dollars, everything will cost more. That's nuts. Slow energy production, gas prices will skyrocket. That's ridiculous. Socialized medicine? Where do you get these crazy ideas? Now it makes sense. Better close it up. John Fetterman is crazier than you think.
That's my favorite ad. Why? Because look, you look at that and you're like, actually, that's not crazy. Oh, he likes pot? So do the vast majority of Americans. And in fact, Fetterman has said, hey, if I win, I'm going to go and tell Joe Biden, decriminalize or legalize marijuana. Again, incredibly popular with the American people. And yet that ad's like, what's this? It's something that's incredibly popular that a lot of people don't want to be criminalized anymore in this country. I know. What's this? Oh, weird. Oh, it's crazy. And the same thing, like letting people out of prison for nonviolent drug offenses. That's actually a good idea. We're overcrowding our prisons with nonviolent offenders who are caught doing drugs. That doesn't make any sense. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then of course there's, he's gonna give you socialized medicine, healthcare. Wait a minute, that actually sounds pretty good. Again, Fetterman is quoted saying, healthcare is a fundamental human right, just like housing, food, and education. All of that sounds amazing. I don't know about you, but I like that stuff. And look, on healthcare, by the way, 67% of the American people support providing Medicare to every American, including 69% of independents and 87% of Democrats. And then I love that last part where shows Bernie Sanders, right? Bernie Sanders happens to be the most popular politician in America. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. It's ridiculous. If anything, Americans don't like, it's dealing with insurance companies that continue to raise premiums and deny health care to people. So that's just one example of his cringy, ridiculous ads that actually make Fetterman look cooler. The other ones, of course, I've talked about this before, his cringy crudité ad. Like you think that people in Pennsylvania are going to know what crudité is? Crudité is, sorry. You think they're going out and buying crudité? No, they're buying veggie trays if they can afford it. And so again, that kind of stuff, being completely and totally out of touch, attacking, of course, Fetterman for having a stroke, which is just incredibly low and dirty, as well as, being just a slimy guy who has sold the world snake oil, the fake cure after fake cure for years and years and years, selling out. I mean, it's no surprise that his campaign is just an absolute and utter disaster.